I've got more gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I do all kinds of Disney content on this channel. I am currently in the middle of moving house, so I have actually pre-filmed this video, but I am taking part in August's Gadgets and Gizmos collaboration, which was created by the Sisketears, Mary and Tony, and there are tons of great channels taking part in this collaboration, so I will leave all of their channel links in the description down below, and let's get on with the video. So for this collaboration, you only have to show a collection that you have. In last month's video, I showed you my graduation presents, which I received 5 years ago when I got my undergraduate degree. So if you haven't seen that video, I will leave a card up above. But I have decided that this collaboration is a perfect opportunity to show you some of my non-Disney collections. So this month's video is going to be my Hard Rock Cafe pin collection. So I don't have many of these, but I take great pride in them, and whenever I do a new box swap with somebody, I always try to find out whether they've got a Hard Rock Cafe nearby so that I could pay them to get me a pin. Unfortunately, that hasn't worked out yet, but I do love all of the pins that I've got, and I'm hoping that by knowing people all around the world from what I do on YouTube, that I will manage to grow my Hard Rock Cafe pin collection. Now, unfortunately, this only started 2 or 3 years ago, so I don't have pins from the places I went when I was younger. I'm still missing a Florida pin, which I would absolutely love to get at some point. I'm missing Germany pins from when I visited Germany. I was missing an Italy pin, but my old manager did get me one when he went on holiday to Rome. And unfortunately, my most local Hard Rock Cafe, which was in the centre of Birmingham, which is where I lived until last week, did shut down a few years ago before I started collecting these pins. And I am scouring eBay to try and find a Birmingham Hard Rock Cafe pin, but unfortunately I can't find one. And as they are so rare, I hate to think how much it would cost. But without further ado, let's show you my small Hard Rock Cafe pin collection. And if you guys live near a Hard Rock Cafe, let me know down in the comments which one it is. They don't have the pin backs on them right now because they are on my pin board, which I'm going to pack at the end of this video, but they do have guitar pick pin backers, which I really love. So I'm going to start with my number plate collection, which I only have 3 for. The first one is from San Antonio in Texas. I didn't get this one myself. 2 or 3 years ago when I started collecting these, my parents went on a 16-day coach trip around America. They went to Texas, New Orleans, Tennessee, and a few other states. I absolutely cannot remember because, like I said, I didn't go. I was looking after our dog Eddie. It's the longest time I've ever been without my parents, which was quite difficult. But luckily, due to the internet and phones having the capability that they do now, I did speak to my mum and dad each and every day, and every time they went to a Hard Rock Cafe, they got me a pin. So I really do love these Hard Rock Cafe ones because it's Texas. There is a guitar and some cowboy boots, and on the back the waffle print is guitars, which I absolutely adore. I think they are all the same, so I won't show you all of them, but this is the first pin, which I didn't actually get myself. And then the next pin I did get myself when we went to California. We went to 2 different Hard Rocks. We went to the one on Hollywood Boulevard and we went to the one on City Walk at Universal Studios. So unfortunately, I didn't get any that said Southern California. I only got ones that said Hollywood, because when I went to the first store, I didn't realise that that would be the only store out of the 2 that sold Southern California pins, but I don't know when I'll be able to get those. But I'm happy with the ones I got right now, and the number plate I got was this gorgeous Hollywood pin. It does say California, but I have seen some pins that say Southern California, which I would like to collect. So as you can see, there's a guitar and a star to represent the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I absolutely love it. So I think that was the first pin I actually bought myself, because this pin collection actually started with my parents buying me the pins on their American coach trip. And then the third one for my number plate I got when I went to London last year with my mum. I have been since with Joe, which I did do a vlog of, so if you didn't see my London trip in January, I will leave a card, and I do have a pin from that trip which I will show you in a little while. But what I got with my mum last year is this London, England Hard Rock pin. So you've got Big Ben in the middle, which is really funny because Big Ben is actually covered up and under construction right now. And you've got the flag of Great Britain. So I really love that one. Now I'm going to show you my absolute favourite part of my Hard Rock Cafe collection, which is the guitar pins. So the first one is another one that I got from my parents on their trip, and it is a plain purple New Orleans Hard Rock guitar. I really love these guitars, and I didn't even know they made them until my parents came back with them. They got me a selection, so that's why I have a number plate and I have a guitar, but I love both the number plates and the guitars. So this is the New Orleans. And then another one that I got from my parents from that trip is from Memphis. The main reason my parents went on that coach trip was they were going to Graceland because my dad is a massive Elvis fan. So when they went to Memphis in Tennessee, they got me this Hard Rock Cafe pin with Elvis on. Now I am not an Elvis fan, which is why I didn't go on that trip, but I absolutely love this pin. I love that certain Hard Rock Cafes will have their most famous rock star as their pin. So when my mum and dad got this back, it was my absolute favourite. My dad has begged to buy it off me, but because they didn't buy another Memphis pin, I said no. So if someone out there can get me another Memphis pin, then my dad can have this. And I feel really bad because he's such a big Elvis fan, but I just can't part with it. It's such a beautiful pin, and I'm sure you'll agree. And then the next one was bought by my friend Jess when her and her fiance Ash went to Tenerife. So this is another beautiful guitar pin, and it has flowers at the bottom, and it says Hard Rock Cafe Tenerife. My friends know now that if they go anywhere near a Hard Rock Cafe on holiday, then that will be my present. And then the last two guitars I got myself. So the first one again is from Hollywood. I'm not sure whether it was from Hollywood Boulevard or whether it was from Universal City Walk, but I really love this one because the first trip that we went to California was the first time that Joe ever got to see Hollywood, because he'd never been to America at all, and it was really special to get to show him Hollywood. So you've got the Hollywood Hills and two big guitars, and I just think it's such a gorgeous pin. And then the final one is from that London trip with my mum. You've got the River Thames and Big Ben and a big guitar again, and I absolutely love this. I'm so heartbroken that they don't do Birmingham ones anymore, but what would Birmingham's be? Birmingham's would be the bull ring with Black Sabbath in front of it, I guess, with Ozzy Osbourne. That would be a really cool pin, but unfortunately the Hard Rock Cafe that was in Birmingham is now a nightclub, I believe, so that's never coming back, but I really wish it would. And then finally onto my miscellaneous pins. So the first one, like I said, my old manager went to Rome, and this is even more special to me now that our Rome trip for this year got cancelled. We were supposed to go for my dad's 60th birthday, even though his birthday is 2 days before mine. We were going in June when it would be slightly nicer weather, but unfortunately because of the Rona we had to cancel it. So my old boss Kieran got me this Hard Rock Cafe pin from Rome. It's very plain, but I absolutely love it. If we do get to go back to Rome, I'm hoping I can find one with the Colosseum on, because as you can see from my Hollywood and my London collection, I don't mind having multiple pins from the same place. And then we've got another one that Kieran got me. This is from Mallorca. I really love this one because it's just so unique and it's unlike any of the other Hard Rock Cafe pins I have. And this kind of started a tradition that whenever he travelled, he bought me back a Hard Rock Cafe pin. So thank you again to Kieran for that. And then the final one of the ones my parents got me on their trip. This one is from Nashville, and there is a sugar candy skull with a sombrero, and I don't drink, but I think that's a margarita, I think. Someone's going to have to tell me because I haven't had a drink in like 18 months, so it looks like a margarita, but I really love this pin. And then the final two are ones that I got myself. So another Hollywood pin. This one says Hollywood at the bottom and it looks like a movie studio, so I'm pretty sure this one was from City Walk. I absolutely love it, but like I said, I would like some that say Southern California or Los Angeles or something different to Hollywood. So I do need to go back to California just so I can get some Hard Rock Cafe pins. And then the final one was the one I got on mine and Joe's London trip in January. It was from the newly opened Piccadilly Circus Hard Rock Cafe, as I believe London now has 3, but the original London pins I showed you all came from the very first Hard Rock Cafe, as London was where the first one was built. So the one I got from Piccadilly Circus is Sherlock Holmes in front of Big Ben. Now, if you don't know, I'm a very big reader. I love the classics and I have read all of the Sherlock Holmes books, so I absolutely had to get this, and I think it was the best one that they had in the Piccadilly Circus Hard Rock Cafe. So that was my Hard Rock Cafe pin collection. I am very passionate about this collection. Whenever we plan holidays, my mum always knows to look whether there's a Hard Rock Cafe. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go to the one in Tokyo as my dad was quite unwell at the time, but it's just another excuse to go back. I have always planned to go to Paris's as well, but obviously when I'm in Disneyland Paris you can't pull me away, even if you tell me that there's a Hard Rock Cafe pin in it for me, so I just can't tear myself away from the park, I guess. I would also like to go back to Germany, and I believe there is a Hard Rock Cafe in Manchester, so I need to go and get a pin from there as well. Like I said, this is a collaboration created by the Sisketears, who I cannot thank enough for letting me be a part of this collaboration, and there are some wonderful channels showing their collections, so go down to the description and go and watch all of their videos. I will be back tomorrow for another video. Please make sure you subscribe and have your notifications turned on so that you never miss an upload, as this is a Thursday and I never ever upload on a Thursday. I will see you guys real soon for another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!